Hi everyone, my name is Diane Provito and I'm the Assistant Superintendent of the Oceanside School District, and I am very excited to be joined by Dr. Beth Zirianis, our Director of ELA and Libraries, and Jessica Keegan, our Director of Elementary Teaching and Learning. And we are here for the third annual One Book, One Oceanside selection reveal. And you may remember that in our first year, the big winner was A Monster Calls, and last year, a really popular selection won, and that was the book Restart. Well, how about we share with you these two this year's selections, and you get to vote by choosing the one that intrigues you the most. So,
our first option, thank you. Our first option is going to be Song for a Whale by Lynn Kelly. And this really is a beautiful book. They both are. But just to read you a blurb, Iris is about to go on a grand road trip to make sure the loneliest whale in the ocean is finally heard. It's about a lovely young 12-year-old. Her name is Iris. She is deaf. And she really connects with this whale who she reads about and learns about in school, actually, who is having some trouble communicating with other whales. So he's sort of a loner in the ocean. And she really wants to try to understand his challenges and connect to him and possibly work with these scientists to figure out why is he unable to communicate. And she really relates to her own challenges and how she struggles to communicate because she is deaf. And it's interesting to see how the students in her school and the teachers in her school work to communicate with her as well, and what kind of frustrations and celebrations occur for her in her life as a result. So, wonderful book, Song for a Whale.
And I'd like to introduce to you The Fingertips of Duncan Dorfman by Meg Wolitzer. This is our second contender this year. And Duncan Dorfman is a new kid in town. He's having some challenges being a new kid in middle school, moving to a new town. And he starts to also realize that he has something else going on in his life. He has a bit of a mysterious power that's being revealed to him, and he doesn't quite know what to do with it. So as he starts to come to terms with that, it starts to take him into some new and interesting friendships and clubs. If you thought these looked a little bit like Scrabble tiles, if there are any Scrabble players out there, you're right. Duncan starts to get involved with a Scrabble club in school. And that whole journey takes him to a national Scrabble tournament where he meets two other characters, April and Nate, both of whom are at the Scrabble tournament as well, but also back home in their own lives, really searching for their way to navigate middle school and the world. April is a non-athlete, but her family is full of athletes, and so she's trying to figure out her own role there. And Nate is homeschooled, so he's just really trying to connect. So it's interesting that both books have a theme of connecting a little bit. Yes. But it looks like this could be a great contender. You may want to give this your vote. You may want to give Song for a Whale your vote. We'll be reading the first chapters of these books, so you may want to check those out to help you make your decision as well. But The Fingertips of Duncan Dorfman.
So, I don't know, which one of these would you want to read? Which one do you think we as a community should read? Well, let us know by voting on the link available through the email. And please mark your calendar. We will be meeting on August 12th at the Oceanside Library at 7 p.m. And we will be guest moderating the book talk. So we're very excited and we hope to see you there.
And #BookLove.
One book, one Oceanside.
OSD, go read.